time for a little update around here. As you may have noticed, one of the cars is missing in the garage. They used to be right here. Well, the Cadillac CTS-V, we finally did determine that the reason it shifted so clumsy and everything is because of some stuff wrong in the transmission. So it got pulled out and sent down to Tick Performance for a rebuild. They've got it apart now. They found some things wrong, so it's going to get rebuilt. It's getting some upgraded parts put in it, but pretty much, you know, just a stock rebuild, since we're not putting 1,000,000 horsepower through it or anything. And since we're going to have the trans out, and the car has 142-ish, 3-ish thousand miles on it now, it's probably time to change the clutch and the flywheel too. So we went away from the dual mass flywheel thing that they come with that feels kind of weird when you're trying to start out, and we went with a single regular steel clutch with this really nice dual disc monster clutch from those crazy Texans at Monster Clutch Company. So this is the setup. I just got it back from the machine shop. I had them balance it because if you remember a few years ago when we put together the 944 over there with 6-liter in it, it had a vibration in it, and it was a brand new McLeod flywheel and a Clutchmaster's clutch. The flywheel, I forget, it was out like 6 grams or something like that. The pressure plate was out 14 grams, and so yeah, it all had to come apart again. It was not an easy job in this car, and it was really stupid that we had to do it. So I don't trust clutches and flywheels anymore when I get them. And this one was out too. I forget how much he said. It wasn't nearly as bad as the 944. It was, you know, I think it was 6 or 7 grams out or something like that, which is still more than you would want to see. But anyway, that is the new clutch kit. So here's a closer look at the clutch. This is the slave cylinder and throwout bearing, new bearing, and clutch alignment tool. But I don't think I ever had a twin disc clutch before. You have these round spacers and rectangular spacers, and luckily they're all marked, so when you pull the pressure plate off to put the flywheel on, hopefully it all goes back together the way it's supposed to. So the trans should be done next week sometime. If we're lucky, we'll get it back by the end of the week. And then my mechanic gets to throw all this stuff on and then throw the rebuilt trans back in and hope that it all shifts wonderful and is way better than it was before. Fingers crossed.